I thought I would just go live on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously again and just give you a very short live because I wanted to talk a little bit about frustration and helplessness and how that plays in when you're trying to quit carbs, or if you're trying to quit sugar specifically. It doesn't really matter. If you're trying to quit something and you just feel completely frustrated and helpless and as if this is not something that you have control over, I just want to say one thing. It's completely normal, even if you keep failing. Or maybe especially because you feel failing, because if you didn't fail, you wouldn't have to have those feelings, or so you think anyway. And this might be especially true when you don't know what to do. But most people have these feelings even when they know what to do, because they continue to avoid doing the things that they know that they could do to actually succeed. But somehow we just like, no, I don't think I want to do that. Even though that one thing that you could do is actually the thing that will make you feel better, that will help you to stop eating those carbs. And the major reason for that is because ultimately we don't believe that this is worth doing. We can hope and we can dream and we can think that the world will be such a much better place for us if we manage to stop doing it. But we also have a lot of reasons for why we should continue doing it. And as long as we have those, they might be in the way for why we want to stop doing it. And then we're not really prepared to go through this process because it's not worth it. And we know that when we start doing it, we are literally going to feel like us. We are not going to feel good doing it. And we don't like feeling suboptimal because we want to do this because we want to feel better, not want to feel worse. But the truth is that you're going to have to feel worse for a period of time while you are quitting for everything to just stabilize within your body, in your brain, in your body, especially if you take a lot of carbs. It might be hormonal issues. There are also those brain pathways, the dopamine deficiency that you're going to experience when you stop doing it. And it doesn't feel good. And if you fall off halfway, then you have to go through all of that from the beginning. There is no starting again in the middle, unless the falling off is very quick. But if you fall off for a week or so, you're going to go back to square one. And you have to start from the beginning again. And that is a massive hurdle that we just don't want to climb over. We would much rather just eat pizza and ice cream all day long on the sofa, doing as little as we can and just enjoy that feeling of eating those things. Because this is ultimately what is giving us a chance to escape from the stress that we might experience, or the pressure from ourselves or other people, and the anxiety that some of us have on a daily basis. And as long as you're eating, you're not going to feel that. But you're also not going to be able to feel the joy of actually living a real life, because you're hiding behind these foods that are just dulling your emotions, and everything just feels meh. And I don't know if that applies to you right now, but I know that when I couldn't think about anything else than cookies and cream, ice cream, cookies and cream is an ice cream flavor, nothing else was really interesting to me. Like, sure, some things felt like that should be fun, but when I was doing it, it didn't feel like that much fun. Because I couldn't get that enjoyment out of doing it because my dopamine receptors were so downregulated that I didn't get the chance to actually enjoy it. So when you start thinking about quitting and you already feel stressed out, or you might be in a bad mood, or whatever it might be, all you want to do is something that makes you feel better. And carbs are really good at doing that temporarily, and maybe for a minute or 5 minutes, half an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on how much and how long you're eating for. But the fact that you are going to feel really bad later on doesn't really matter in that moment. That's what your brain is telling you. At least you will just get like a little bit of relief before you have to start feeling bad again. And you might rationalize in that moment that absolutely worth it. So what you need to do is just start questioning yourself. Like, why did you want to stop eating the carbs in the first place? Like, what is behind that? And then figure out your true reason for why you want to do this and why this is so important to you. Because if it wasn't important, you wouldn't even have the thought. So think about that one. Like, you wouldn't have the thought if it didn't feel like something can be better if I do this. It's just that you have to go through a period of not feeling great while doing it. And that period doesn't have to be very long. For some people it is a little bit longer, for some people it barely appears at all. And you don't really know which one it is. But even if you had to go through that for, let's say, 3 weeks, would it be worth it? If you could come out on the other side and feel so much more relaxed about it, and you knew that if you kept focusing on it, you could actually do it. I mean, I think it's a bargain. Because otherwise I'm going to have to go through the rest of my life fighting with it. I would rather just spend 3 weeks feeling miserable and then come out on the other side. And things are going to feel so much better. But that's me. I don't know about you, but if that is you, I would urge you to maybe start taking some action steps and start moving closer to that. And that is why your true reason is so important. If you start digging a little bit deeper and you start to connect with this deeper reason of yours, you will know it. You will kind of feel it in your body, like, this is important. This is something that is worth living for. This is what I want to do. When you have that feeling, you know that you're on the right track. Because it will be something that truly motivates you, and that will just create that desire within you to just go and do it, or you want to get there. And if you have that desire, and that desire can override your cravings, you will have the motivation that you need in those moments to just stick with what you know is working. So obviously you need to know what to do, but once you know what to do, use this desire for a better future to fuel you. And that's also why it's so important. Like, this is the thing that can just keep you on track forever. Because if you keep focusing on the good things that you could have at the end of it, the good things, the feelings, the life that you want to have, that is always going to be able to motivate you. And there is a reason for, like, when you're thinking about your true purpose in life, like, what would that be? If everyone had the true purpose, you might not believe that everyone has a purpose. You can create your own purpose. It doesn't have to be something that the divine spirit has created for you or whatever. It just has to be something that feels really true to you. What is it that you want to do? And try to tap into that. So if you can do that, that reason will always be bigger than your cravings. Every single time. As long as you can bring awareness to what's going on and actually have a look at the reality as it is right now. Even if you have never managed to figure it out before, you can figure it out. You can try it several times. You can take a whole week and just maybe journal about it or whatever you want to do, and just spend a little bit of time thinking about it. It's going to help you a lot when you know that, what do I want to get out of life? Because I know that when I was stuck with the carb cravings and I was just thinking about food all the time, I couldn't really go there, but I still have core values that are really important to me. So if you start exploring them and, like, where could I go from here? What is it that is actually important to me? Like, honesty is really important to me. Yeah, okay, what can I do with that? And how could I use that? How can I want to be more honest? I can be more honest by just admitting to myself that I have a problem and that I'm not sticking with things. Why am I not doing that? Just go and explore. It can be quite fun. It can be quite awkward as well, even if it's just you. You don't have to share this with anyone. But when we start digging, it's a little bit maybe cringy and you're like, oh, I don't like that. But just keep going. Because the more you do it and the more you can be honest with yourself in this situation and just acknowledge what it is that you really want, the more you're going to get out of this. So if you want to figure your reason out and you think, like, oh, I don't even know how to do that, I'm going to run the Master Your Carb Cravings Challenge again on the 21st of November. And that is literally what we do on day 1. So if you want some help on figuring that out, just join the challenge. You join at pimjohnson.com/challenge. You will find the link in the description as well. It's a free challenge. We're starting on the 21st of November. If you don't join now, you will have to wait until next year. So if you feel like, yeah, I want to do this, do it now. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until January probably. So, as I said, we'll kick off day 1 with figuring out your big reason for why you want to do this. And then we'll just continue to add pieces to that one by one every day in the live streams. I'm covering a new topic every day. So you will know exactly what it is that you need to do to be able to quit. And I will be there all week, helping you every step of the way. All you have to do is let me know that you want some help. I'll be there. I'm not going to leave anyone behind. The only way that you can be left behind is if you're quiet and you don't interact, you don't let me know what you need. But if you say that, hey, Pim, I need some help. I don't understand this. Where do I go from here? I need some coaching, whatever it is. Just let me know and I will help you as best as I can. And if you feel like, yeah, that would be great, but I want even more than that, then I have another offer for you. I have a 12-week group program, which will start on the 28th of November. So that's another week until that starts. In that program, you will have access to videos and exercises, and these will just help you to rewire your brain and help you change your thinking in a way that will be a lot more helpful to you and reveal your true reasons for why you want to do things and what motivates you. So you will figure out a lot about yourself by doing this. And then you will also have access to me in the weekly coaching course where you can get coached by me live, or we can coach on your deeper reason. We can coach on anything else that you need. It's just open coaching call, whatever you need to be able to quit those carbs, I'll help you. And you will also have 6 private coaching sessions with me. And during these sessions, they have a purpose, and that is to help you through any sticky points that you might come across. But also, if there is something that you don't want to share in the group, you do it on these calls. It's completely up to you. And I also have these 6 coaching calls in place because I want to be able to guarantee that you will reach your goal. The goal as in you want to quit for the last time. You want to be done with the carbs, and we're going to make that happen in 12 weeks. So I need to see you one-to-one to be able to guarantee that you will be able to do that, so that I can pick up on whatever might be in your way. And that's my promise to you. Like, if you follow the program and you show up for the coaching sessions with me and you still can't quit after 12 weeks, I'll give you your money back. But I'm pretty confident that anyone that is actually showing up and doing this program and letting me know when they need help, they're going to be able to do it. So that's my promise. So there's a money back guarantee as well, just to calm your nervous system down, because you can do this. You might not believe it right now. You don't have to believe it. You can borrow my belief, but what you have to do is be committed to actually doing it. Okay? So there's a difference there. If you're just like, okay, I don't really believe that that can happen, but I'm going to go all in with the process and I'm going to give this 100% of my attention and I'm going to be committed to finishing this program. You never know. It might happen for you. So if you want to make this happen, I have an early bird offer for the group coaching program right now. So this will be a one-time thing because this is the first time I'm running this group. I have only worked with people one-to-one, but I know that a lot of people, they can't afford that, and a lot of people don't actually need that much help. It's always useful, but it's not what everyone absolutely needs. So if you are motivated to go on your own, the group program is perfect for you. And after the 28th of November, the price will go up, unfortunately. So if you are like, yep, I want to do it, but I probably want to start in a month, do it now anyway. Because if you have the motivation, just go for it. There's no need to wait. If you're just doing it, you'd fail, you get your money back. You haven't lost anything. You've just gained a lot of knowledge. Okay? So if you want to make this happen and you want to figure out your deep reason for why you want to do this, you can join the challenge or you can sign up for the group. Completely up to you. Or you can do both. Some people do both because both of them are very useful and they offer a really good opportunity for you to build those tools and those skills so that you can do this forever, even in the free challenge. But you still have to do it. And you will find links to both of them in the description, but it's literally pimjohnson.com/challenge for the challenge or /group for the group. So Both of them are really valuable in their own right, so don't dismiss either of them, but don't let anything stop you. There are 2 options here. Actually 3 if you want to, but the first one is free, 7 days, intense coaching, intense learning, you can do it, 12 weeks for the group, or if you want to spend the next 6 months to just completely transform your life, send me an email at pim@pimjohnson.com and we can discuss my one-to-one coaching program. But that is a little bit more expensive, so if that's something that you want, you can absolutely contact me about that as well. Just don't let anything stop you. Like, you have it all inside of you already. You just need to let it out, and you need to start believe that you can actually change your life. So I'll speak to you soon. Bye.